Episode 14. Diana is enjoying her vacation to the fullest. And I'm enjoying Diana enjoying her vacation to the fullest. By which I mean, I'm staring at her rear. It's a very nice rear. Very well modeled. They very clearly wanted to model a nice looking rear, and they achieved it. But actually I was surprised by how much I was enjoying looking at Paun too. It was just kind of, well, I was blindsided by it last time. I don't know. By the way, you can't actually take photos while in the swimsuit. I mean, it makes sense that Diana doesn't have the camera, but for the purpose of, taking photos of the characters in their swimsuits, you would think that would be an option. Can't even, bring up the map. You can bring this up, but there's nothing on the D-pad. In fact, you can't even bring out your little chronometer, if that's what it was called. Oh, we swam out to this thing, but I think there was an option for one conversation thing that I got at the end of last episode. Did want to knock it out. At least get one conversation on this thing. Not just pretend that we did. Peppino. Come on. Let's not talk about Peppino. He just keeps his cool. Doing his own thing. What thing? Only Peppino knows. That I don't want to get in the middle of it. Alright. A great start. I guess these are fish here. Should pick up the fishing pole some point. I have enough money, but I don't want to spend too much time this episode doing side stuff. I do just want to, mainly... Alright, I can't bring up the map. Get along with, these few things here. The coffee, see Carla. Oh, and a photo of Saracen Tower. In Giardini? Oh, there's just a space missing there, I guess. In Giardini, Caproli. Didn't know there was that on the map, I didn't actually see that. And then after that, actually maybe continue on the main quest. Didn't want to go back to sea so soon after that whole affair at Fort Esterin. Kind of over it now. Before we do anything else, I do want to actually continue the main quest. Actually, are we allowed to? No. We can't walk around town with a swimsuit like some freak, Diana. What were you thinking? No, that was me. Just like walking around in swimsuits. No, we can't shower off. That's what I would do. That would be a little bit much, I guess. I guess it's one thing for the game designers to model the character in a swimsuit. It's another thing to model the animations of them showering while in a swimsuit. That might be a bit much, I guess. I would have liked it, though. So where's this photo? A photo here in Giardini, right? For some reason it shows up on the list, but... I guess the first thing we're going to do is over here. Who the hell is Carla? I feel like I remember the name. This first. I guess I don't have to stop at every one of these. Were they in one of these doors? Just going based off the map. Should be right in front of here. One of these two. Carla lives here. Let's see if she's here, so I can introduce you two. Hi, Paun. Lovely to see you. I thought a lot. Who's this girl? This is Diana. I'm showing her the town. My pleasure. Who exactly is Carla and why are we being introduced? Is it just me, or is she staring, giving me a strange look? Did you finish the poem you were writing? Huh? Ah, yes, the poem. I was just going over it when you arrived. Great. Can't wait to read it. I'm looking forward to reading it to you. I mean, it's pretty obvious here, but why exactly introduce us to her, Paun? I guess he's kind of oblivious and, oh, I see. It's because they're just good friends. At least in Pawn's mind, they're good friends and all that, so we're just being introduced to his good friend. Is that it? Carla is an outstanding poetess. Wow. I read poetry, but I can't write poems. That's impressive. Paun, can we meet as usual on Wednesday for the weekly reading? Of course. Enjoy your work. Paun, how close are you and Carla? We've always been good friends. Yup, good friends. Why? Nothing. I get the impression that this girl wants to be more than just a friend. You can pick up on that, Diana, but you can't pick up on... Well, maybe she did pick up on all of that other stuff. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Diana. Even though I exist only in her head, I can't exactly see everything going on in her head. Her hands are always stained with ink. She truly loves writing poetry. Despite her young age, she's quite good. The roof has burned, and now I see the moon. Oh, it looks like the one I wrote the other day. Wow, did you write that? I wish. How would this introduction have gone differently? If we just came by knocking on doors randomly or delivering the mail, that was like a very specific thing, introduction with Paun. I'm glad we saw this version of the one with Paun just because there were more characters involved, but I'm curious on the whole introduction dialogue if we just came here without Paun. Maybe these two would have gotten on a little bit more smoothly, less of a glancing at other parties or something. I came by to give you a taste of my latest poems. Oh. But here, now, in the middle of the street, it doesn't seem like the most suitable place. Why not? After all, our poetry is the wandering kind, right? Please, Diana, listen. I want your opinion too. It's very important to me. You can cut the tension with a knife. Here it is. Borgio Marina, on these summer nights, turns into our guiding light. Nice. Lovely blank verse poetry. Diana, what do you say? It is so in-depth. I'll have to think about it. I'll think about it while we finish our walk, okay? Of course. Take all the time you need to dissect it. Good luck then. I mean, have a nice day. Okay. Bye, Carla. Paun, you're gonna have to do better than that. You can't just take us to Carla's door, or someone like Carla's door, and expect things to go smoothly. Maybe the next one will be better. Which one was it? Porto Vecchio? No, that was the mail. I guess the only thing left was here, but there was something about a photo that doesn't show up on the map for some reason. A photo of the Saracen Tower. Well, let's do the coffee first. Maybe that one is like a typo. Like they added in that quest step. But that's like the last step after you do all the other things, and then you unlock the photo option or something. At least it doesn't show up on the map. Paun, let me show you how it's done. No awkwardness, just coffee. Despite your blunder just now, you are invited to Diana's room for coffee, an upgrade from coffee on the beach. I know last time didn't go so well with the coffee, but this is still the best you can hope for. Okay, how do we make coffee? It's time to cook. What are we going to cook today? Oh. Actually, I don't want to cook. But I do. I just need to learn how to make coffee. Wait a second. Is there some secret to making coffee I don't know of? I never get tired of a blue sky. Hey, that one looks like a detective's lens. No, wait, we read this one in a previous episode. Can we talk about what just happened? So, Diana, what do you want to talk about? Let me guess, you and Carla get along really well. Oh, yes, but... I mean, no. We share the same passion for poetry, that's all. And we've known each other for such a long time. Just imagine, as children, me, Carla, and Nexua used to play together on the playground at school. But darn, you hit the nail on the head. How did you figure it out? So he knows, huh? Is that what he's saying? I felt like he was too blunt to realize it. I don't know. You don't need a magic lens to see how people treat one another. You just need to be observant. Notice the little gestures, the spontaneous expressions. Detective extraordinaire and seasoned sociologist. This is Diana Caproni. Come on, no more applause, please. Well, maybe he's not as dense as I thought. Which makes me question why he brought us there in the first place. I'm wondering how to make that coffee. It's probably one of these things, isn't it? One of these quality of life things that you actually have to buy from the store, like you did to the boat. It shouldn't be surprising that if they hide the main quest behind... Well, not hide, but like, lock it. Behind this side stuff where you have to learn how to drive a boat and everything. That side content like dating, or whatever, might require you to buy a coffee machine. No coffee machine. Well, there's another store that I could check. I guess this date is turning out into housewarming. Paun is helping me get situated, even though I've been here for a couple of days now. The other place we can buy from, I think, was over this way. Well, actually, there were a few stores, but I don't think the other stores that we can go into would have what we need. Which is just coffee. Video store shouldn't have coffee. Not the clothing store. Not the plant store. Although coffee beans? No. Just to check while I'm here. If we're supposed to make gelato from whatever random ingredients we find just on the street, I wouldn't be surprised if we had to grow our own coffee beans, but I don't see anything like that. How about a book on making coffee? Taste of Liguria. Liguria? Well, that seems like something about cooking, and so does this one, but nothing about coffee, specifically. This doesn't tell me how I make coffee, does it? No. Nope, just make coffee. And I'm pretty sure it should be in our own kitchen, right? This is right over our house, so yeah. Unless we make it in the Kunigli's kitchen, I don't think so. Where else could we buy from? I guess I could check out the other stores. I hope this episode doesn't turn into the quest for coffee. I meant to continue the main story this time. Although I guess I always think I'm going to continue the main story before I get sidetracked. The pharmacy, probably not coffee. And here's the doctor. Hello, hi. Oh, it's the newcomer, how nice. I'm sorry, how rude of me. I'm Dr. Livia Martarini. Borgio Marina's young doctor. She uses her resourcefulness and energy to cure her patients. Nice to meet you, Doctor. Please, just call me Livia, really. Sure, of course. Gemma told me you had a nasty crash on your Vespa. Are you sure everything's alright? Would you like me to check you over? Professional bias underway. Clear the way. No, I'm okay. Thank you so much for offering. I've just got a few bruises. As you wish, but don't overdo it today. If you ever need a doctor's appointment, come by. No offense, but you're pretty young for a doctor. Doesn't it take ages to graduate? Our detective is a workaholic. She sees mysteries everywhere. Maybe I just look young. Touché. You take care now. Okay, you can't actually buy things from the pharmacy. I guess that makes sense for a little slice of life, what's the word? A life simulator game. You don't really need to buy things from a pharmacy, like to decorate your apartment, not really. I guess the pharmacy is mainly there for lore, or like, for the setting, to make this town make sense as a place to live in. Gotta have some place that they can treat their wounds or whatever, their sicknesses. Chic Ceramique. This is the last place in my mind that I know of that I can probably buy something from, that I haven't checked already. Bonjour, chérie. Can I help you? Are you looking for something special? A work of floral art perhaps? A mosaic, maybe? We are looking for a coffee machine. Kind of like this design. Big earrings on the bat ears. Comor. I'll buy no bat. Or can I interest you in a classic? Chiaroscuro? Geometric? Are you an artist? I should have guessed that from your window. Oh, I certainly wouldn't want to show off, ma chérie. Let us just say I am but a humble tool in the hands of the sacred goddess of the one true art. Pottery. The one true art? Really? Jessica, who is it? I didn't read Diana's line. Oh, wow. There it is, Diana's line. Did the quartz toilet seat you ordered arrived? Damiano, how many times do I have to tell you not to interrupt me when I'm talking to clients? So, what kind of pots do you sell exactly? Oh, chérie, any kind of your heart could possibly desire, but mainly toilet seats. Really? I guess in a small town it's hard to sell fine art, huh? Luxury toilet seats. Want to see some? Let me take a good look at you. Yes. I can just see you on a starry sky. Or on a jade palace. Thanks. I wasn't planning on purchasing a toilet seat at the moment. But if I ever do need one, you'll be the first to know. Okay, first of all, those names, Starry Sky and Jade Palace, pretty fun. Fun names for a toilet seat. I hope the Starry Sky really feels like you're sitting on the sky. And secondly, I've mentioned this before, but I haven't really seen many bathrooms around Borgia Marina. There was the one in the arcade, which doesn't look like the kind of place that would have a luxury toilet seat. And then Mama Lucia's Trattoria, which I guess maybe would have one. But she runs a business and she's very particular about money, so I'm not sure she would waste money on that kind of thing. My main point is that I never saw a bathroom around even Diana's apartment, despite there being, like, a door that leads to an empty room or something. So I don't think she would have any need for a toilet seat without a toilet. But I guess we can just assume she has one. You know. Come si cava... or what? Not sure what that means. And to each their own art. She is very a la mode, but her French is absolutely awful. Really, I wouldn't know. She lets out her artistic aspirations in laying decorations in the workshop, on luxury toilets. So let's put it on the back burner. Do you need anything else, Sherry? Oh, Sherry, if the world were deprived of my intimate art, everything would be tinged in a much duller tone of grey. Oh, the flatness, the greyness, and overwhelming and unbelievable sadness. Don't you think you might be exaggerating a little? I'm surely doing the entire universe a great favor simply by existing. But I'm not the one who says so. My customers all leave 5-star reviews. The early bird gets the worm, and it's budding gear. Poetry. Poetry. Au revoir. Do you agree, Paun? You're the expert on poetry. Okay, so... can't actually buy anything from that store. And this is technically a store too, but I'm realizing now that a lot of the storefronts that I see probably don't sell anything. Even though that ceramic shop seems like something you might be able to buy something for your house in, or your apartment. Like some dishware or tableware or whatever. Doesn't seem like there's anything other than a single character behind there. Maybe I've already actually seen all of the storefronts. Then how the hell am I supposed to make coffee? I hope I didn't, like, skip over one of the options in the stores that I've already been in. This looks like another storefront. Maybe here. No one's answering. Never mind. This does seem like the kind of place where you could buy a coffee machine. And in fact, it looks like it's all second-hand goods maybe or something. Or a pawn shop or something. Just a bunch of knickknacks, so maybe. Maybe here too? There's food, so there's at least that. Oh, is this the grocery store? I guess I didn't really think about it, but... yeah, how would they get their groceries? I see, the actual storefronts have a buy option in front. Okay, here we go. There's gotta be something here, right? Is trophy? No. I think I already scrolled through all of these, didn't I? Where in the hell is a coffee? It's, oh. Okay, almost missed it. I mentioned before how I might have just scrolled over the whole thing, or scrolled over the option for coffee in a previous store that I was looking in. I'm glad I actually caught myself scrolling over it just now, in the obvious place where I should be able to buy coffee. I'm not sure how I missed this the first time I was scrolling through, though. Maybe my eyes were just kind of skipping over the coffee because I was looking past it to see where the thing loops, where this horizontal scroll loops back to where you started in. And I guess I was looking for the beginning of the loop without seeing the coffee here. Well, we got it. And, what about... Didn't we... We had that other option, didn't we? What was, that other thing that Diana can make? No, but first. If you're looking for local products, you know where to come back. I'm Daphne, serving you and the local community. She knows a lot of stuff, especially about history. She manages the grocery store in Borgia Marina. I like that she gets a hairnet for her quills. Don't want that in your food. Okay, so the other thing Diana can make, currently, and I don't know if we actually need the ingredients for it, but... No, not the ingredients, There should be a recipes card. Pasta with tomato sauce. Okay, so it does actually tell you what you need. Well, obviously we need the pasta. And we need the tomato. Not sure where we get the tomato, but we can at least get the pasta. Probably not going to get the full list this episode. Maybe olive oil goes on pasta? I don't actually know. No, wait, that's a salad thing, isn't it? This is where my complete lack of knowledge in everything food, very embarrassing, is going to make this part of the quest hard and make it very embarrassing for me on video. Okay, mozzarella has to go on the pasta, right? Right? Or is that just my own bias? I'm just going to assume it does. Damn. We need money for that. Quickly, Paun. Search for any ingredients around. We can get 100 lira for just picking up anything. I guess we could work at the gelateria quickly, but just want to make this quick. At this rate, I am never going to get to the main story. I don't really need the pasta, do I? We'll just... Or rather, we don't need the entire list of ingredients for the pasta right now. I would need the tomato sauce first, and... I don't know where to get that. It doesn't seem like I can pick tomatoes, and I don't think I can buy it from that store just now, unless I scrolled over it, as I am wont to do. So we'll just skip that for now. The main thing was coffee. Paun will get to taste our world-famous pasta another day, if he's lucky, to be invited up to our pad for a second time. Camera's a little bit hard to work in here. Maybe I can just do it first person. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to do the third person camera in enclosed spaces, isn't it? Maybe get a better sense of the scale while in first person, and you don't have to worry so much about the camera being in a weird position between the main character and the wall. Not really a critique or anything, but just a thought. For games like this, maybe it would make sense to go into a first-person view whenever you go inside an interior, and then switch back to third-person whenever you're outside. This is the door where I thought it might make sense to have a bathroom in, but there's just nothing in here. Alright, coffee. We finally got it. It's time to cook. If by cooking you mean coffee. Damn it. Where's the coffee? We bought the beans. Do we actually need a machine? Do we need the machine and the beans? I thought this... I don't know. We could just boil water and put the beans in, right? That's how you make coffee, right? I don't know anything about coffee. That over there, that silver thing, that's what coffee comes out of, right? Surely you just put the beans in there and add some hot water. Do I need a recipe for coffee? And here I thought we were done. I'm pretty sure we have all the tools we need for coffee. Just the ingredient, right? Probably don't need a book for coffee, but... Oops. Right, the store. Oh, wait. Hang on. Maybe we do need a book for coffee. One of those cookbooks might give you, like, multiple recipes. I thought they might just mainly be, food, but... No, wait. I can't buy them. I don't have the money. Wasn't there something that I could, like, pick up over here? Little ingredient or something? No, we already picked something up the other day. Oh, I know. There was one over here. Little ingredient we can get from, up over by the old, whatever you would call it. The tower. And we can check if the objective for Paun is still there, even if, it doesn't show up on the map, but only in the journal. Paun, I'm sorry, we're dragging you all over the place. I guess I can't really fault him for that whole awkward thing that he put us through. When I'm not very good at leading a person to a date myself. But this time for real. We missed this last time, so I need to get it for real this time. Alright, thank God. Hazelnuts. Smaller than walnuts, more aromatic than peanuts, but these go best with chocolate. So we wanted a photo here for some reason, right? Now the map says this is the Giardini. I think that means garden, so I would assume this is also the Giardini, or the actual garden. Do we want the photo from the garden, or like here where the tower actually is? We'll see. Photo with Paun. Does that actually get picked up by the camera? Yeah, it does. So we're going to have to actually get pretty low for this. Unfortunately, they're not going to be looking at the camera if I get too low. And the downside is that they're not going to be looking at the camera, so I'm actually going to do this instead. Just a little trick of mine. As if a third person were taking the photo rather than a selfie. Just get Paun looking this way, and us this way. And we'll take the photo as if we're both looking at the tower itself. Even though they're not craning their heads up, it at least kind of looks like it. Perfect. Just... yeah, like that. It's incredible, this tower is still intact after all these centuries. There are quite a few places like this along the coast of Liguria. Is that a real place, Liguria? Apparently, they were built to spot the Saracen ships that often raided the coastal towns. Oh. I thought they were old antennas used to improve carrier pigeon message transmissions. And they call me a fool. Alright, for some reason, we got that one, even though it wasn't on the map. Now, how do we make the damn coffee? Was there anything back here? No constellation? There was, but I think we got it already. Any commentary, Paun? No, we didn't get it. I just missed it. Oh. The Tower constellation. That's a tarot card, but I doubt it's an actual constellation. Proud and undisputed, the Borgio Marino watchtower was erected in ancient times. It's part of the city's crest. Have I seen the city's crest? There's no better place to shoot some panoramic photos. Not exactly something we can do with this camera you gave us, but I sure like the photo that we took, so I'm not going to complain. I can't believe I'm spending 2 entire episodes on just hanging out with Paun. Last episode turned out like that by accident. Didn't mean to spend the entire episode like that. And it's even more of an accident that I'm doing it in this episode too. Not that I mind. This is all fun for me. Doing all of this stuff, trying to figure out... Well, the figuring out part isn't the big thing for me, but the gathering materials things for just basic stuff. Basic things like cooking, making coffee, walking around and talking to people. So what I wanted to check was here. Could one of these actually tell me how to make coffee? I don't feel like that's something we need, but... Damn. They cost more than I actually own anyway. Even if they did teach me how to make coffee, I couldn't afford them. You know, before we move on, maybe I'm just going to actually look it up quickly, because I think I've probably spent enough time trying to figure this out. On your tail. How to make coffee. Okay. I don't feel bad about this, because it was going to be my first guess. I just needed 500 more lire. That book was titled Cooking for the Lazy, and I wouldn't have been surprised if I did have the money to buy it, and found after buying it, that it showed me how to make coffee. Because Cooking for the Lazy does seem like the type of book that would teach you how to make coffee. It just seems like, I don't know, the kind of obvious thing that would go in a cookbook that, people like me, people that have never made anything in their life, would need to know. Am I going to make 500 lira? Paun, how do you feel about... which one is closer? Guess it would be the, Let's actually do Mama Lucia, because I think it's quicker. Gelato takes some brain work, and we actually have to, like, craft new gelato with the new ingredients we got, so... We'll just head over to Mama Lucia's real quick, and hopefully Paun doesn't ditch us while we work. I guess this episode is going to be titled The Quest for Coffee. What a shame. We never refuse a helping hand around here. Did I already do round 3? I don't remember doing round 3. I guess I must have, though. I only remember doing 2 rounds before I was cut off for the day. Just in case, I'm going to do round 3 and then round 4. Mama Lucia's errand boy. We've all been there. All heroes have humble origins. Go, take the apron. We're starting. Do we get to see Paun while we're working? I guess not. No need to actually model that in. Okay, yeah, I don't think we actually did 3 before, because I think we would have gotten this tutorial. The situation in the tutorial is heating up. Get ready to put your foot on the gas and keep an eye out for anything unexpected. You may run into obstacles as well as useful items. Interesting. The banana will make you slip. How comical. The clock will give you extra time. And the coin will give you lire. Towards the end of the shift, Diana will move faster. Take advantage of this to serve even more customers. Okay, last time we did this, I thought she moved faster because we made the arrow really long, like in a game of Snake or something, but it seems like she just moves faster at the end. Gotcha. Alright, I still remember how to play, so let's do it. Why can't I move? Oh, there we go. It's the D-pad.
Voila. Oh, sei mio. Tu sei mio.
I don't have to go twice, do I? No, right.
La. Preso. Arriva il cibo.
As funny as a banana might be, I don't think I need to see it. Damn, missed that.
La. Voilà. Oh, sei mio.
I think we've met our quota already, but let's just see how much we can get. Oh, have we gotten double time before? I don't think we did. Damn, this is going to be a little bit rough on the time, I think. Especially with all these other customers. She's moving really fast. I guess we didn't get this last time. Did we get money for those people that were still eating? I didn't actually see. Doesn't matter. Alright. And we'll save round 4 for another day. Don't always have to do the maximum amount of work that we can do in a single day. Mainly because I still want to do something after getting coffee this episode. We're almost there. Actually, it would have been faster to take the route over on the left from the tutorial. Kind of went the long way around. They actually mentioned in the roadmap update, or the roadmap 4 updates that I read a little bit earlier, that they wanted to add in fast travel later in a way that makes sense. That last part, in a way that makes sense to me, because I personally don't feel the need for fast travel in this game. Not really. Kind of like walking around town. Maybe it wears thin, but could be something that you buy later on. I don't know. Cooking for the lazy. And just because I didn't read it. Right, I actually need to physically read it, right. Paun, sit down with me. We'll do it over here. Wait, did Paun? Damn it, Paun ditched us. Just because we were working for an hour. Really? You couldn't just have, I don't know, sat outside? Or sat inside and ordered something from us? Make googly eyes at us in our waitress outfit while we do work? We gotta get Paun. We gotta read the book. I guess we can read the book inside our apartment. Quickly now. They also mentioned something about updating the camera in their roadmap thing. Something about how it wasn't digestible very much for people with motion sickness or something. Don't know much about that myself, but I think just in general smoothing it out was something I maybe mentioned a little bit in one of my earlier episodes. Okay, Paun, help me decipher this Cooking for the Lazy book. Help me learn how to make coffee. There should be a bunch of easy to make recipes in this cookbook. Let's see. Chef Brocco explains how to make hard-boiled eggs. His family runs a restaurant that has been serving only those for 6 generations. Chef Ramsay's award-winning tuna and mayonnaise sandwich. Okay. Will there be something to suit me? There's coffee. I don't know if that counts as a recipe, though. Yep, just coffee. I actually thought we'd get more from this, like a bunch of things that are easy to make, but guess it was just for coffee. The perfect drink to sip in solitude after a meal, or to make as an excuse to have a few friends around. And then... oh, there is more. Le caprese. It is perfect for when you want something to light. Yeah, there were like 6 recipes and only 2 cookbooks it seems, so... figured there'd be more. A dish that can be made easily and without spending much. Well, depends on who you're asking. I have to work like 5 rounds in the tutorial just to get some simple pasta ingredients. It's the perfect summer meal for people who never know what to cook. Well, dear book, now you can go and keep the dust company on my shelves. We did it. Coffee? Please? For real? We don't need like a coffee machine? We just need the knowledge and the beans, right? That's it? Thank goodness. Oh my god, I should have guessed. There's a cooking minigame. When I saw there were only 6 recipes, I thought there couldn't really be a minigame for this, but turns out there is anyway. Cook delicious dishes for you or a friend. Follow the instructions by moving the right stick in the right direction, or by pressing X at the right time, PS5 controller. Tilt the object until you've put the right amount in. Fill the bar by repeatedly moving right stick up or down, or right stick left or right, in the direction shown. Diana has a maximum number of attempts. Each mistake will make her lose one. What happens if you run out? Do you have to buy more ingredients? I don't think so. Complete the recipe with as few mistakes as possible. Oh. I guess it's just the outcome that it depends on. Well, it's just coffee, right? How hard could it be? Right? It's the thing that coffee goes into. Pour the water. That one was kind of hard to understand how to move the stick. Ground coffee. That was a mistake? I guess I had to release it. Alright, this one was all the right stick. Or there's more. The most important step. Alright, now I understand. You kind of have to do a counterclockwise motion, top to bottom. Alright, Diana's 4 Diana coffee. You're not getting the 5 Diana coffee today, Paun. Oh, it's nighttime too. Not exactly. Why would you have coffee at nighttime? I mean, obviously for like staying up, but what I meant was coffee for like a nighttime dinner date or something. This is obviously meant for if we were, I don't know, having pasta or dinner together or something. But just coffee? I don't know. It's ready. Thank you for cooking, Diana. I enjoyed it. Wow, that made it nighttime too. Do we just get to hang out at night now? And that's it. We've done all of the hangouts with Paun. Wait, what? Why is this a step with the hangout? It doesn't show up on the map again, but... Well, we'll see. I can only assume one thing if it tells me to sleep while... Well... First of all... Let's look for a falling star with Paun. No shooting stars. Maybe I'll get lucky next time. Okay, I guess not. There are like a lot of options for the shooting star, so I thought... I don't know, you'd be doing this pretty frequently. But it seems like you trigger nighttime manually, so... Maybe you can just try it again the next time. Moment of truth. I didn't expect to go this far, but... Night bed. Decisions. Well, Diana's journal said to do it. If you said so, Diana. Okay. Getting late, huh? Time to pack it up? Oh, okay. This was just a say goodbye scenario. I didn't think this game would. It didn't seem like that kind of game. Can't even shower while in a swimsuit. See you tomorrow then. Good night. Why was that a quest step then? Oh, I see. It was just a thing for passing the day to the next day so that you can, I guess, follow up with Paun on a fresh day for whatever reason. Well, we put in all the work, and this episode would be nothing if I didn't finish up Paun's little quest here. I keep calling it a quest, but I feel like this is part of the romance, right? I questioned before if there was romance in this game, if it would just be hanging out and becoming better friends with everyone. Despite there being hearts on the character cards, but... When I was reading about the roadmap update, I did happen to glance that there was some mention of romance stuff, so that did confirm that in this game there is romance, so... Pretty sure this is exactly that. Not just a introduction to the town sort of situation, where Paun takes you to a bunch of different places around Borgia Marina. Like the first day was kind of that. He introduces you to a bunch of side stuff and just kind of gives you the tour, literally. Not the euphemism tour, an actual literal tour. I didn't think the second round with Paun would be just more touring around, like tutorial stuff. Thought there might be like a heart icon if it was going to be dating or whatever, but... Actually, I guess that is in the lower left there. I'd never noticed that. So yeah, maybe we just finished dating Paun. Question is, do we have to make a decision here? I don't think so. We didn't even get the option to hang out with anyone else yet.
Oh.
Of course, we could have continued the main quest and maybe unlocked that, but we'll see. Hey Diana, how's it going? Enjoy Borgia Marina. I may be biased, but there's no town more beautiful than this. Alright, so this is just going to be the follow-up to that, right? Is it the finale to the whole Paun thing? Did I burn out on Paun at the very beginning? I hope we didn't expend all of our options with Paun. Certainly not. We can still just get him to follow us whenever we want, but I just don't want this to be the end of the whole Paun questline, if you would call it that. Don't know a better way to phrase it. The Paun S rank. Hi Paun, how's it going today? Oh, hi Diana. Yes, fine. Did I catch you in the middle of something important? I can come back later if you want. Yes. That is... No, stay. It's nothing, I've got a job to do for Gordon and I'm late with it. Okay. Seems like there's a lot more to do with these characters other than the first round, it seems like. This is probably like... kind of like in a... what would it be called? Or which game would be a good example? I guess the main thing that comes to mind would be like Persona, where you have options to hang out with people and you like increase your rank. And then, if I'm recalling correctly, there are like events whenever you do a rank up where you hang out with them. I don't exactly remember everything from that game, but I think that was something that happened. Okay. Can't you ask for a bit of an extension? Sure, and that's what I did. A week ago. Well, there was that storm, and then you offered to be my tour guide when I got here, and then you gave me a tour again, and then you hung out while I worked at the trattoria and figured out how to make coffee. Then we hung out all night while I made coffee, and yeah, you wasted a lot of time on me. Come on, I heard Gordon's a reasonable person. No, Diana, no, you don't know. You can say what you want about Gordon, but deadlines, Diana. For him, deadlines are sacred. I can see it already. The great military march on photo and photo. My hours are numbered. We've got to do something now then. Like immediately. What's the job? The official poster for Maritime Memories. The historical fishing festival Gordon organizes every year. Historical fishing? We all go fishing together in costume, dressed up like Ligurian fishermen from the past. It's a little festival we hold to remember the village's past, and Gordon cares a lot about those things. Of course. And what point of the project are you at? I still have to take a decent photo to use, then develop it, print the poster, and put the poster up around town. Can we work on it together? I'd be happy to help. Unfortunately not, but... Actually, I have an idea. Want to pose for a photo? Huh? Well, I'm not exactly a model, and I'm not exactly a paparazzo. It's a very simple photo, trust me. Nothing over the top. Okay? Great. Come on, let's not waste any more time then. I have to pick up a few things at the docks before we start. Let's meet there. At least tell me. Santa Madre. Diva for a day. Cool. It's not just the end of Paun. Which means we get to do more hangouts and potentially more quests like this. Like little story things. Oh, I see in the bottom left. We did the one heart type quest with him and now we're advancing to heart rank 2. Good to know. I'm not sure how high that goes. It looks like there's room for at least 5 hearts at the bottom. Hopefully there's that much content, but it would be reasonable if there was only 3 hearts of content in the game for each character. Diva for a day. Paun is late delivering a poster. To make up time, he asked me to give him a hand. Well, speaking of time, we are short on that ourselves. Alright, well Paun is on a deadline, but we ourselves are still on vacation, so even though we offered to help, we're going to drag our feet about it. Like I said before, we don't exactly want to exhaust our supply of Paun at the very beginning of the game, so I think I'm going to save his 2 hard quests and everything beyond that for sometime later, maybe after I've met another character and finished their one heart quests, or whatever you call them. Next time I think I will actually continue on the main quest, since I put it off for so long. With that objective in mind, now would be a good time to take a break.